Hello everyone, it is Susan here and welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I want to sew on some lace with all of you, as well as maybe do some stitching on my first block for the hashtag Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I always have to think about that. Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. And I will have Rachel and Sarah's links below, so you can head on over to their YouTube channels as well. I first wanted to share with you, so this is going to be the cover of my stitchery journal. I had done this many years ago. It isn't actually in here. It's a cover of a book, a hardcover, and I have the back of it. The back of it doesn't have any lace or anything on it. And I messed it up way back when, and I don't know, and I put holes in and the grommets and the whole thing, and I did it wrong and I gave up. But I'm determined to somehow make this work. So this is a jelly printed paper with some stuff on it. So I want to show you what my journal is going to look like, because I think I might be doing it a little bit differently as far as the order of things. So obviously that's my cover. So then when you open it, this will be my first page. So my sampler pages are going to the very back of my journal. I don't want them in the front, I want them in the back. So when you open it, it's going to open up to this right here. And then it's not sewed down, but I have the page here that it's going to be sewn onto. So, you know, this block will get sewn on this. And then, let me move this over so you can see. And then on the opposite side of the page will be the first block, right? So this is the block we're working on now. This is our first block. And yeah, so that's the order of mine. So then our next block will go over here. So that's how I'm doing it. I just wanted to share that with you. And then I'm just going to kind of put this to the side. And let's go ahead and work on this. So watching both Sarah and Rachel last week, so you know, their videos go out on Wednesdays, and I'm planning to post my videos on Wednesdays too, but of course mine are going to be, you know, what I'm doing today is from what they showed us last Wednesday. Hope that makes sense. So I saw that Sarah had sewn some lace on the edge of her block, and I loved it. Now she sewed it, I believe it was on this side, but because I'm doing my book differently, I need the lace on this side. So let me just bring this back for a second, because look at how pretty this is going to look. But so first of all, you can see it hanging out of the book, and I love that look. I love it. And also, I have a little bit of lace on my title page, just a little bit, a little trim on there. So that's going to go like that. So there's going to be lace and lace. It's going to look really pretty. This will probably be a little bit more like that. Okay, so let's go ahead, and I'm going to just do a straight stitch and stitch this down. I was going to do some basting to get the needles or the pins out of there, but you know what? I'm just going to go for it. And I think what I'm going to do is stitch along this very, very, very bottom piece of this piece of lace. So this lace right here is actually this wide. So when I sew this on, it's going to be sewing both of them on at the same time. So I think I'll zoom in just a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this on fast forward and put on a little bit of music for you to enjoy while I go ahead and do this stitching. Okay, so that's done. Easy peasy, done. So this is, this is all like loose, right? It's all nice and loose, yet it's all sewn on there just enough. All right, so the next thing I wanted to do is just do, I want to do the Colonial stitch. I know that, but I don't necessarily, everything on here is sewn down. It's all sewn down. My little bunny is hidden down here. He's about a half of an inch big, and that's all I'm doing as far as the bunny. But I think maybe I'll do, if I can remember how, I have to think for a second. I have to stop talking. So it was, and I'm using yarn. It was like that, if I remember correctly. And again, this, oh, I'm supposed to hold on to that. And this is the Colonial stitch. So it's gonna look like the French knots. And I'll do it, if it works. It actually worked. All right, good, 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 it worked. So the yarn that I'm using is variegated yarn, so it's going to come up with different colors. So I'm just going to do another Colonial stitch. This is what I remember, that the needle goes under, like so it doesn't go that way, it goes, so if you pull it to your left, the yarn, you put the needle under and you go around once and then you go back in. And I think that that's, oh, you have to continue holding on to the end. I think that's one thing that I really like about this knot or this stitch is that it is easy. It's like one time around the needle and you're good to go. And that's it for today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I will see you next Wednesday with the next set of prompts from Rachel and Sarah. Thank you so much for being here. Have a wonderfully blessed rest of your week. Bye-bye, everybody.